Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's GTA video, we're going to be talking about how it looks like the trilogy, the Definitive Edition, is officially dead, and the data backs that up. And this is something that I find really unfortunate because I thought this was going to be incredibly successful from Rockstar, not only from their point of view, but from us, the fans, the players' point of view. It just didn't seem like the Trilogy Definitive Edition, it met the expectations of players, fans, journalists, the media. It was some of the worst and lowest rated games on Metacritic of all time. It was filled with bugs, glitches, errors, oversights, misspellings. We even saw an official apology by Rockstar Games where they said they're going to work on the Trilogy, the Definitive Edition. They're going to try and make it right. Since then, we've seen a couple of updates, but it's been a hot minute since Rockstar have really touched that title. And now it seems like they've once again shifted their focus to Grand Theft Auto Online. And now what's ahead of us, the expanded and enhanced version of Grand Theft Auto 5. So how do we know this thing is officially dead? Well, this game came out in November, and the other day, PlayStation actually revealed December 2021's top downloads. And the game is nowhere to be found. So I'll leave a link to this in the description if you guys want to take a look at it for yourself. So we're going to actually start with PlayStation 5 games. Now, you'll notice that GTA 5 is not on this list. That's because it's technically not a GTA 5 title yet. So just looking at the top 10 for US and Canada, Among Us, Spider-Man Miles Morales, Call of Duty Vanguard, Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach, NBA 2K 2022, Madden NFL 22, Battlefield 2042, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Kena Bridge of Spirits, and then It Takes Two. And then in the EU, Among Us, FIFA 2022, Call of Duty Vanguard, Spider-Man F1 21, Kena Bridge of Spirits, It Takes Two, Five Nights at Freddy's, Battlefield 2042, and then Far Cry 6. So the GTA Trilogy, the Definitive Edition, nowhere to be found in the top 10. In fact, it's only in the top 20 in the EU. The very bottom, at number 20, it's Grand Theft Auto, the Trilogy, the Definitive Edition. That is insane that it is already that far down. Now, there's a couple of reasons that at least I can predict for this. Number one, I don't think the games were all that great. Grand Theft Auto 3, Vice City, and San Andreas had their fair share of bugs, glitches, errors, things that were not right. And some people had complaints of other things regarding that, just like how the characters look, how the world looks. They didn't like that there was some stuff missing, like various radio stations and content. So that would obviously be a reason why people might not be interested in it. The next thing why players might not be interested in it is they've already played those games before. They might think, okay, this is great, this is cool, but I've already played Grand Theft Auto 3 in Vice City and San Andreas. So it doesn't really benefit me to go back and do that, especially at a $60 price point. And that's sort of blending into the next topic. The game was $60. Now, I know you're getting 3 remastered titles for one, but there's still games that are nearing 20 plus years old at this point. So some people were probably like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to spend my money on something like that. And the fourth reason why I could see players just not being interested in this is what I'm going to call the Grand Theft Auto 6 effect. So right now, it doesn't really matter what Rockstar does, whether it's something super popular and successful like a GTA Online update like the Contract DLC, or whether it's something in Red Dead Online, or whether it's them announcing they're partnering with a charity or something along those lines. Literally every single comment and reply is going to be like, this is great, but where's GTA 6? So unfortunately, I think part of the Trilogy, the Definitive Edition's demise is right now, fans are kind of at their last nerve with Rockstar, and they just want something new, specifically GTA 6. And so the Trilogy Definitive Edition really didn't get the fair shake it probably deserved, just because a lot of fans were probably like, F this game, I want GTA 6, I don't want these old Grand Theft Auto games. So it probably just put a bad taste in their mouth before the games could actually come out. And then, of course, when the games did come out, they were so awful that it just sort of proved everyone's point. Like, see, they shouldn't be working on this. They should be working on Grand Theft Auto 6. So that's just my thinking right there. Now, as far as PS4 games, Grand Theft Auto 5, on the other hand, is doing swimmingly well. You guys can see there in the US and Canada, Grand Theft Auto 5 as at the number 3 spot. So a game that came out, if we want to say, on the PlayStation 4 in 2014, it is still at number 3. And in the EU, it is at number 4. That is just absolutely insane, especially when you're looking at all the new titles that surround it, whether it be yearly releases or just extremely other popular yet new games. It really does make things kind of interesting here. Now, as far as the other Rockstar Games titles, in the United States and in Canada, Red Dead Redemption 2 comes in at the number 12 spot, and in the EU, it is slightly further down at the number 14 spot. So those are your Rockstar games in the top 20. It's crazy. Again, Red Dead Redemption 2 is the newer of these titles, and yet we're still seeing Grand Theft Auto 5 within the top 5, top 3 of both the US and Canada and the EU. And the Grand Theft Auto Trilogy, the Definitive Edition, is clinging on for dear life as far as hanging in at the number 20 spot, only in the EU, not in the United States or in Canada. So I really do think this is going to be the end of it here. I can't imagine we would get more updates on the Trilogy, the Definitive Edition, from Rockstar. They didn't even make an official announcement when the physical versions of the game came out. They just kind of like sort of swept it under the rug. So because of that, I really do believe Rockstar's like, okay, well, we put the game out, fans are enjoying it-ish, we got our money from people buying it, which at the end of the day, that's their goal, and it probably bought them some time for the expanded and enhanced version. And if you want to believe the rumors and reports that we're going to be seeing Grand Theft Auto 6 announced this year as well, maybe it bought them some time for that. I don't know, guys. In my personal opinion, I think the game is dead. I don't know how many people are still playing it. I think there's probably always going to be a handful of people that are still playing it just because, it's Grand Theft Auto. It's this iconic trilogy. But it just doesn't seem like it has a lot of traction. Now, this isn't the end-all, be-all of anything, but on the subreddit for the Grand Theft Auto Trilogy, at least when I'm recording this video, there's only 49 people that are actively there. That doesn't seem like a whole lot at all, especially when you compare it to like Grand Theft Auto Online, which right now has almost 3,000. The Red Dead Redemption subreddit has over 1,600. So there's a big level of interest and difference in interest between the Trilogy, the Definitive Edition, and then the other Rockstar titles that are out right now. So I just want to hear from you guys in those comments down below. Do you also believe that the GTA Trilogy, the Definitive Edition, is also dead? Or do you think there's still some hope for it and that we could see a sort of revival if Rockstar continues to, keep updating the game? Or do you think it's just done? Let me know what you guys think in those comments down below. I'd love to hear from you guys down there. If you guys did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you want to stay up to date on all the latest GTA and all the Rockstar Games videos that I'll be doing here on my channel. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But, of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.